Swearing at your parent is something you're probably going to be ashamed of. So it's a rare kid who isn't ashamed of that. No matter how tough he is, he knows in his heart that's wrong. Lectures, that monotone, serious, stern, that never works. We feel better at the end a little bit when the kid pretends it works, but just to make us feel good, so we'll shut up. But beyond that, it just doesn't work. Lectures are not good because it makes you defensive. When somebody's stern with you and is mildly annoyed with you, you don't hear what's being said to you other than what you need to do to end the lecture. If you're coming into my office for therapy with your kid and meet with you alone and say, now, swearing at you is not a good thing for you or the kid, and I will address it, but I won't give him a lecture. So you have to be ready for this and trust me that I will talk about it in a very relaxed, rhythmic way, much as a person tells a story, because storytelling facilitates in our brain a sense of openness to what we're hearing, a relaxed quality when I talk to them about swearing at their parent. And I got to prepare the parent for that because they think it's suggesting it's not a major issue. It is a major issue, but I got to talk in a way that the kid will actually listen and learn. Otherwise, he won't. Make sure I get this right. You had wanted to visit a friend, and she says you hadn't done some chores she had asked you to do. You hadn't gotten them done first. And then she says, no, I got to do that first. And you said, no, I want to play with my friend. Oh, you got angry about that. I want to play with my friend. She said, no, you got to do that first, and you can't play with your friend. And then you got so upset with her, you just swore at her. And well, I know the word, and we could use the word if you like, but we could just call it swearing. And you swore at it again, and then she said, "You could better not talk that way to me, young man." And off you go to your room, and you slam the door. It was a hard time, really, really hard. Yeah, yeah. What's that about? No, no, no. Well, you do know. It was about your mom wanted to let you visit your friend, and you got so angry you swore. I wonder why you got that angry. No, no, no. Because I would get angry at my parents when they wouldn't let me do stuff. I don't call swearing like that. That means you were really angry. I wonder why you were that angry. I don't know. I could help you to figure that out. Let's figure that out now. Why would you be so angry at your mom she wouldn't let you visit a friend? I don't know. What could it be? Notice the storytelling. You got to build suspense. If you're doing a story, you got to really build suspense. And then the take home, you talk fast. And a kid will blurt out the first thing that comes to their mind, which tends to be close to their truth. So I'm there pausing and say, wait a second. Why won't she let you play with your friend anyway? Why wouldn't she? And the kid will probably say something like, she doesn't care what I want. What I want's not important to her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you got stuck with a mom who doesn't care about what you want, that's your mother. And if she doesn't care what you want, that'd be hard. I can see why you'd be quite angry about that. I'm not happy about the swearing bit, but I can see why it'd make you very angry if you got stuck with a mother who doesn't care about what you want. Some parents are afraid I want to agree with the kid. It's, when I say, but notice the if word. If you got stuck with a mother who doesn't let you do what you want, that would be hard. That's true, right? You'd all agree with that. Now, you don't think you're the mother who does that, but the kid does. So I will affirm his experience. He experienced you as not caring about what he wants. If that's true, that makes his life hard, and I can understand why I'd be angry with you. I might not affirm the swearing, but I can understand the intense anger. Wait a second, why won't she care about what you want? Because she doesn't care about me. Oh my gosh, you got stuck with a mother who doesn't care about you? That's how it seems to you? That'd be even more difficult if she doesn't. Wait a second, why won't she care about you? I'm not good enough. You're not good enough? No, I'm the bad one in the family. She thinks I'm the bad one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now he's ready for a bit of vulnerability. So I say, you just said something really, really important here, fellow. It seems to you that your mom thinks you're the bad kid. And if she thinks you're the bad kid, my gosh, that'd be painful. My gosh. You might even doubt how much she loves you if she thinks you're the bad kid. She doesn't love me as much as Johnny. You do have doubts then, don't you? So by the end of that conversation, the kid is now vulnerable. He's not angry, The meaning of the swearing is much deeper than the original anger. She won't let me play with my friend. It's into her motives, which he assumes to be her motives. I can't tell you how often that is the thing that is getting in the way. He doesn't trust the motives of the parents. And I'll pretend I'm him for a second. He said something like, yeah, I got angry with you yesterday. I got really angry. Yeah, I swear I do. You need to understand, I swear, because it seems to me that you just don't care what I want, because you don't care about me, because you think I'm the bad one in the family. I just get tired of it. Well, if he says something like that and I talk for him, he will say something like, oh my goodness, Brian, I didn't realize that that's what you thought. Thanks for telling me that. Now I understand why you got real angry. I don't want you to swear at me when you're real angry, but I want to understand why, and I have a much better understanding. The beauty of empathy is you're not alone then. Somebody is with you in that emotion that you're feeling. It's very, very hard to face alone. A lot of kids can't face trauma because they're alone with the trauma. Nobody else wants to be there with them in the trauma. But if I can be emotionally stable enough myself and strong enough myself to be with a person in their despair, the despair is going to start to lighten.
For me, one of the biggest learning experiences as a parent was when I had an incident with a young man in the house who I felt things were getting out of control. I raised to a tone and I physically got in his face, and it triggered him because of the things he'd been through. We don't always fully understand, even though we may have experienced trauma ourselves, it's unique to each individual, right? And I was fortunate that I had a partner with me who was able to say, John, I think you went over the top. Pivotal moment there was when I realized I was wrong, and when I confronted him and I said I was wrong and I owe you an apology. It was just like this frozen moment, and I was like, what's going on? Why? And he was like, no one's ever apologized to me. And this is at that point, I believe he was 16, going on 17, and he'd been through all kinds of stuff that I can guarantee you warranted apologies. That led to talking about what happened. It led to other ways that I could parent without yelling, things that made him feel more comfortable and that he would respond to.